You know that feeling when the internet suddenly explodes and everyone seems to be talking about the same thing? That's exactly what happened the moment Katt Williams' name got linked to a list. Yes, a list of celebrities supposedly infected at Diddy's parties. Some rolled their eyes, some leaned closer to the screen, and others whispered, "Finally, someone said it." This isn't just gossip for the sake of gossip. This is a story mixing raw honesty, celebrity silence, and the kind of uncomfortable rumors that leave you wondering how much of Hollywood is smoke and how much is fire. Why Katt Williams always gets people talking. Let's be real, Katt Williams has never been the type to bite his tongue. Whether on stage, in interviews, or just casually dropping truth bombs, he has built a reputation for saying the things most people in Hollywood won't. That rawness has made him both respected and controversial. So when whispers started circling online that Katt had confirmed or exposed a list of celebrities infected after attending Diddy's infamous gatherings, it didn't feel completely out of character. The man has always had stories, receipts, and the kind of memory that makes his commentary hard to ignore. And here's the thing. This isn't about a single claim. It's about the way Katt frames the industry, the parties, the culture of silence, and why so many names keep surfacing around the same person. Sean Diddy Combs. Diddy's parties. Glamour or dark secrets? For years, Diddy's parties have been painted as the ultimate you-had-to-be-there events. Luxury homes, A-list guests, exclusive invites. On the surface, it's everything you'd expect from a billionaire mogul. But behind the velvet ropes, the stories have always been more complicated. Insiders whisper about secrecy, phones being taken away at the door, and behavior that makes even seasoned celebrities raise an eyebrow. And now with Katt Williams' name attached to a viral conversation, those whispers are turning into open speculation. The word infected became the flashpoint. Some people took it literally, imagining health scandals. Others read it metaphorically, like a spiritual or cultural infection that follows certain celebrities after being part of that hidden scene. Either way, the internet didn't hesitate to run with it. The list that set social media on fire. What's fueling this story isn't just the mention of celebrities. It's the idea of a list, a supposed roll call of familiar faces tied to Diddy's most controversial nights. Lists carry power. They create mystery, invite curiosity, and stir chaos. The truth? No official paper has surfaced, but online chatter doesn't need hard evidence to keep a fire alive. It only needs three ingredients: Katt Williams' reputation for unfiltered truth, Diddy's history of being at the center of rumors, and the silence of Hollywood's biggest names. And silence, as we've seen over and over again, often speaks louder than words. Why the silence matters. Think about it. If someone accused you of something outrageous and it wasn't true, wouldn't you jump online immediately to shut it down? But when it comes to Diddy's circles, many of the stars who get named stay oddly quiet. That silence only fuels speculation. It makes people wonder, are these celebrities protecting themselves, protecting someone else, or just waiting for the storm to pass? Katt Williams has always argued that silence in Hollywood is rarely innocent. According to him, it's part of the machine. Keep quiet, protect the brand, and let time bury the story. But in today's social media age, burying a story is harder than ever. Patterns, not just accusations. This is where the story gets bigger than just one list. Over the years, Katt has pointed to patterns: strange behaviors, the same faces at the same events, repeated controversies that circle back to the same figure. And if you look closely, he might be onto something. Think about it. Every time there's a massive scandal in the entertainment world, it always feels like the same handful of names get dragged in. Sometimes directly, sometimes just by association. That's why this conversation feels like déjà vu. The alleged list isn't shocking because of the names. It's shocking because of how unsurprising those names would be. The role of social media in turning rumors into headlines. Here's the truth. 20 years ago, a story like this might have died in a smoky club or a late-night phone call. But today, social media makes whispers go viral before breakfast. The second someone mentioned Katt Williams, Diddy, and a list of infected celebrities in the same sentence, TikTok clips, Twitter threads, and Instagram reels spread like wildfire. And once social media grabs something, it's almost impossible to contain. Whether it's real, exaggerated, or flat out wrong doesn't even matter at first. The story becomes bigger than the facts. Katt Williams' dangerous honesty. There's a reason Katt Williams keeps sparking conversations like this. He's willing to risk it. In an industry where silence is safer, his honesty is dangerous. He doesn't care if it costs him work, friends, or opportunities. That's why when people hear his name attached to a scandal, they lean in. Not because they're sure everything he says is true, but because he's one of the few people bold enough to say it out loud. And even when he's only hinting, people believe he knows more than he's revealing. That belief is powerful. Celebrity culture and the hidden power game. At the heart of this story isn't just Katt Williams or even Diddy. It's the culture of power in Hollywood. Fame, money, influence, and control. The parties are just a symbol of something larger. Who really runs the industry and what price you pay to be part of it. For outsiders, it looks like glitz and glamour. But insiders know the rules are darker, the alliance is stranger, and the risks higher. Katt Williams exposing a list is really about pulling the curtain back on a game most people never get to see. The public reaction. Shock, laughter, curiosity. What's fascinating about this moment is how differently people react. Some are outraged, convinced Hollywood is a house of secrets finally cracking. Others laugh it off as just another wild Katt Williams headline. And then there's the biggest group, the curious ones, the people who don't know what to believe but can't look away. And that curiosity is what keeps the story alive. The bigger question, what if he's right? Let's pause here. Imagine for a second that Katt Williams is telling the truth, or at least some version of it. What does that mean for the celebrities on that list? For Diddy? For Hollywood itself? It would mean that the parties everyone wanted to be invited to were actually traps. That fame came with hidden costs. That silence was bought, not chosen. And even if it's only half true, that's still enough to shake trust in the whole system. Why this moment feels different. We've seen scandals come and go, but this one feels heavier. Maybe it's the timing. Maybe it's the way Diddy's name keeps circling back into controversy. Maybe it's Katt's reputation as the guy who refuses to play by the rules. Whatever it is, this isn't just another rumor. It feels like a conversation that's going to linger, with or without proof. So here we are, a list that no one has officially seen, a comedian who refuses to hold his tongue, and a music mogul whose empire now carries more shadows than spotlights. The question isn't just who's on the list, it's why the list even exists and why so many are too scared to talk about it. If you've made it this far, you already know this story isn't just about gossip. It's about power, silence, and the people who dare to expose both. Stick around, because Hollywood's curtain is only starting to lift. Hit that subscribe button, stay tuned, and let's keep uncovering the stories others are too afraid to tell.